Where's the North Pole? Where has the North Pole gone? Like, where is it? That's Greenland. This is Norway, this. Where's the North Pole? This is Canada. Oh, that's Canada, and that's America. Where is it? Why do I have memories of being told stories of Santa and his elves at the North Pole if there isn't one? And this is a good example of the Mandela effect. And I'm going to go through some other map changes with you. Tell me if any of this map looks weird to you, or if you don't remember any of this. Remember, reality is multi-dimensional, and we are multi-dimensional beings, and we're shifting realities all the time. So if any of this map doesn't look like it did when you were a kid, or how you remember it, and that's because you've shifted reality. So for one, do you remember Greenland being this big? Because when I was a kid, Iceland was the big one and Greenland was smaller. Look at the size of this now. Also, have you ever heard of the Labrador Sea? This entire sea is called the Labrador Sea. So you've heard of the Atlantic Ocean, you've heard of the Pacific Ocean. What is the Labrador Sea? They teach you about seas in school. Do you remember getting taught about the Labrador Sea? Don't you think you would remember that? And also, look how close South America is to Africa now. Don't you remember that America being here and South America was like here? Don't you remember that? It was like in line with it. But look how comically far across it's gone. And look, just this part as well, it just looks strange. It was never that far east, pointing that far east. But it is now, in this reality. Also, Australia, look how close Australia is to Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. Australia used to be down here. And also Japan is up here now, whereas it used to be further out to sea. Or that's how I remember it. And it borders Russia. This is Japan, and this is Russia. Look how close they are. Since when does Japan border Russia so closely? And then you have Mongolia, which is apparently a giant country here. Look. I don't remember Mongolia being a country. And then you have these islands above here. Do you recognize this or this? This is part of Norway. This is Norway. Does that not look weird to you? It's called Svalbard. It's part of Norway. Since when? Same with these islands. Have you ever seen these before? Do you remember these? And then here you have the Laptev Sea, which is another sea that I've never heard of. The East Siberian Sea, which, that one doesn't look too weird to me. I might have heard of that. But I've definitely never heard of the Chukchi Sea, have you? Or the Sea of Otosk, or Okosk. I don't even know how to say that. I've never heard of that. That's a whole sea that I've never heard of. Have you? And now, Kazakhstan is the 4th largest country in the world. I believe to be the 4th largest country in the world. Since when? Since when was Kazakhstan so huge? Look at the size of it. Do you remember Kazakhstan being that big? And there are countless other examples. Look, if you go to Spain, many people have heard of the Isle of Gibraltar, the island of Gibraltar. Do you remember Gibraltar being an island? Well, now it's not. Now it's just called Gibraltar. It even has an airport. And look, here's the border. You see that? It's just been like, in this reality, it's just attached to this land. But I remember that being an island. And many other people do as well. And that's just a few of the changes. There are so many more changes. If you just go to the Maps app on your phone and just look at the map. Like, even this looks weird to me. Does that not look weird there? Saudi Arabia, like the shape of it. I don't remember that being like that. And if you go to the Maps app on your phone and just have a look around, you'll see, like if you come over here to Canada, look, all of these islands up here, do they look weird to you? Does that look unfamiliar? And just the size of Greenland. And then the Hudson Bay, look at the size of it. It's like a third or a quarter of the country. Does that not look strange to you? Was it always that way in your memory? And there are multiple other examples. Just go on the Maps app and have a look. You'll find so many things that will surprise you.